All right, hello everyone, evening. Okay, this is Terence over here, and welcome to Portfolio Building with Terence on Fridays. And sorry, we're starting a little bit late today, have some parenting duties, so a little bit of a late start into the markets. But without further ado, let's get going. Now, so I'm going to look at adding some stocks into my portfolio, and let's see what we have in store today first when it comes to our portfolio maintenance. Okay, I want to take a look at our portfolios and see if I'm going to take any actions or trade management on the stocks that I currently have. So give me a minute right now. I'm just going to have a look at the trades and what I have at the moment. I wouldn't be managing any of the stock positions. I'm just giving a look and checking out the VIX portfolio puts that we sold earlier last week in our previous session on last Friday. So I'm just checking what's the premiums right now to see if I will be doing any trade management on it. Okay. All right. Now, 50. All right, now, so this is what I'm going to do. Let me show you the trade right now, and let me show you my decision. Right now, so before I start, let me welcome everyone over here. Hi, Uncle Fu. Hi, Josephine. Hi, Henry. Nice to see you, Henry. All right, Anthony, Ikai. All right, we have 2 Facebook users here. Right now, if you appear as Facebook user on my end right now, that simply means, just checking my mic, sorry. That simply means that you have not clicked on the StreamYard link that is tagged together with the post itself. Now, so if you could do us a favor, just click on the StreamYard link and then approve approve StreamYard to be on Facebook. So when you leave a comment, we'll actually be able to see who we are talking to. All right, so I can address you in a more personal manner. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Now, hi Vincent. Hi Jim. All right. Hi Stanley. Okay. All right. Now, so let's get officially going and started. If before I start, if all of you can just click the share buttons for the video, that will be awesome. All right, because we are going to build this portfolio right now, and we are already in week 11. All right, and our portfolios are still doing pretty fine right now and still on track towards logging down a 20% per annum kind of targets over here, right? So if you have friends who are investing or even selling portfolio put options or selling cash secure put options, right? Get them into the session, invite them, and find out what stocks are doable at this market right now, because market is getting pretty shaky. All right, market is really getting pretty shaky. So this is not the time to go trigger happy and bargain hunting, all right? When you have a down day, all right, this is the time to be very selective, right, and very choosy on the stocks that you want to go with. Okay. All right. Now, thank you very much for those of you who have clicked the share buttons, and just some admin matters. Now, so I mentioned that I'm going to do a trade management today on trade number 10. Okay. So last week we reestablished the VIX portfolio put option because we were basically anticipating that the markets will sell off. All right. So as part of a hedge to the current naked portfolio puts that we have, as we build the portfolio, this forms as kind of like a hedge. Yeah. Now, so we do have a profit right now, so I'm going to take it off. Why? Simply because in less than a week, all right, I'm capturing almost up to 50% of the premiums. Yeah. Okay. So for that simple reason, I'm going to take it off the table. All right. Now, so if we take a look over here right now, you can see we did the 23 put options. Okay, the 18th of November, 23 put options. Okay, so the market bid and ask right now is actually 45.55. Okay, it's actually 45 and 55. Okay, now, so let me see over here. All right, and confirm what I have. All right. Okay, now, so I'm going to place an order right now to close this trade position. All right, and I did 3 of them last week, so I'm just going to buy all 3 of them back right now. And I'm going to try to get it done at 50. All right, I'm going to try to get it done at 50. So let's see if I can get it done right now. Okay. I've submitted the order. It has not gone into the market yet. As you can see, 50 has not popped up. So it's not going out there yet, but that's okay. All right. Doesn't matter right now because I will take advantage while the order is being worked to talk about the stock that I'm going to go into. All right. That I'm going to go into for tonight's session. So I've taken out the hedge right now because while I do feel that there is more room, okay, there is more room for the market to sell off, I also agree that as of right now, okay, this may not be right. Okay, this may be better. Okay, as of right now, we actually have the S&P 500, okay, at near oversold levels, right, at pretty severe oversold levels. So what we may have is we may actually get a bounce. All right. Okay. We may actually get a bounce in the market. So this is also one of the reasons why I've decided to take off the volatility index hedge on my portfolio. Okay. Now, so that means if we do get the bounce, I will actually reestablish the VIX trade once again. We have closed it once. Today, I'm trying to close it the second time. All right. And if it's successful, right, then when the market does a bounce, I'll actually reestablish it the third time. Yeah, right now. So I typically go in on the VIX over here, in and out, as I build my portfolio as kind of like a hedge when I do worry that markets may actually head on the downside. Yeah, especially in this environment. Yeah. Now, so the stock, right? The stock that I'm actually aiming for today. Okay, the stock that I'm actually aiming for today is actually pretty interesting to I think some of you actually. Right now, so the stock that I'm going with tonight is actually gonna be Budweiser. All right, Anheuser-Busch. Okay, so I'm gonna go with alcoholic or drinks company. All right, so I'm gonna enter a trade on my portfolio and build a position in Anheuser-Busch. Okay, now so Anheuser-Busch is trading at about $52 right now. Okay, $52 right now. So I'm gonna look to sell the 20th of November. So I'm gonna keep this trade only for 2 months over here. All right, and I'm going to sell the 20th of November, $45 put option. Okay, 20th of November, $45 put option. Okay, now for my community members, okay, and for some of you who are trading options, okay, you might want to know that by looking, okay, let me make it a little bit bigger, okay, because I do understand sometimes it may actually be challenging to try and see it on my screen over here. Okay. I'll try to do what I can, okay? Okay. Oops, we went back to Anheuser. Okay, now, so as you can see over here, Anheuser-Busch at $45 put option. Okay, $45 put option. The bid and the ask is actually 96. Okay, 96 and 106. All right, now, so that's actually a pretty wide bid and ask. Okay, that's actually a pretty wide bid and ask. Now, so when you look at a stock, okay, and when you see options with bid and ask that looks like that, okay, now, if you are trying to trade this, that means if you're really going into this trade as what we call a speculative trade or a short-term trade, okay, these are the type of premiums that suggest to you that there's a little bit of a lack of liquidity, right? There's a little bit of a lack of liquidity. Now, so the only time you should actually look at trading such a counter, right? That or you know, how do I say this? Take a trade on such a counter with premiums like that you're seeing right here. Okay, is the only time you do it is because you don't mind owning the stock. Okay, that means, all right, when I sell this trade right now, if anything happens, I don't mind taking delivery of the stock. Okay, so under such circumstances over here, all right, it will be okay if I lose, like 1 or 2 cents as I sell the option over here. All right, those could be negotiated over here, but I may shortchange myself. Okay, but if I'm willing to take the stock and I'm happy with the premiums, then fine, I'll accept the short change over here. Yeah, right now. So I hope I got that out of the way. Now, so the only way you can sell an option like that, because I do know that some of you are are thinking of mimicking some of the trades over here, so I need to lay out a disclaimer. All right, now, so I'm doing this on my own portfolio. So if you are trying to attempt anything on yours, do make sure you do your own risk assessment, all right, and risk judgment before you place the orders on your account. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to place an order for a typical, all right, a typical, I think I'll do this. Markets are a little bit uncertain right now, so I'll cut down a little bit on my sizing. So my portfolio has always been built on 3 contracts on every stock. Okay, this week I'm going to go with 2, right? So this week I'm going to go with only 2 contracts on Budweiser. Yeah, all right. So certain times when I have more conviction on the stock at that very week and at that moment, you'll see me selling more, like 5 contracts that I did on Intel back then when it had an earnings disappointment over here. Right, so this time, I like it, but I just don't really like the market stability and environment right now. So I'm going to go in with 2 at the moment. Yeah, all right, 2 option contracts. Now, so I'm going to sell 2 options over here, and let me see what will be a decent. It just got more difficult. Okay, it just got more difficult on me because you saw how the lack of liquidity actually changed the premiums. So now I'm dealing with like a 97 and 123. All right, I'm dealing with 97 and 123. So this makes things much more challenging now. All right, now, and that has probably got to do with the stock. All right, the stock dropping off $1 over here. All right, that probably has got to do with the stock dropping $1 over here. No, I don't want to shortchange myself too terribly over here. So I'm not going to go with this stock right now. So this is literally showing you live in an environment that circumstances may change. Right, circumstances may change where you have a trade plan in your head. All right, and when you come to the market opening and you look at the premiums at that very moment, right, if it's not favorable, right, it doesn't make sense to force the trade. Right, it was still acceptable earlier at like a bid and ask difference of 10 cents. I can still try to negotiate. Right, but right now with a bid and ask difference of over 25 cents, it's too challenging. Right, I'm risking too much of a slippage on the bid and ask negotiation. So I'm going to drop this stock tonight. Okay, it doesn't mean I'll drop it altogether. I may actually end up doing it next week. All right, but just for tonight, I'm going to drop this stock. Now, so if I'm going to drop this stock over here, then what stock am I going to go with? All right, there's always a backup plan, and there's always something handy at the back of my hand. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump back in. All right, now what do I mean? I'm going to jump back in. I'm going to jump back in on Intel. Right? While I still believe that the tech sector has a little bit more sell-off to come. All right, but I do believe that Intel may drop, but it shouldn't drop as severe as the other high-flying techs. Okay, right now. So for Intel over here, it pays a dividend, right, of about 33 cents per quarter, right, and that's about 2.7% dividend return, right, and it trades at a PE of only 9. All right, it trades at a PE of 9 with the S&P, right? I'm just going to take the SPY as a reference over here, right? And the S&P, well, I'm not sure if this is accurate, but the S&P trades at a PE of 75. Oh my goodness. Not sure if I'm seeing things right. The SPX doesn't give a PE. I was looking at something like over 20 over here, all right, but it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. Now, so if we take it as per what we see right now, which is the SPY, right, the PE is quite ridiculous right now. So that will make Intel as a very undervalued proposition over here, all right, and Intel is still very, very profitable. Right? Yes, it's delayed on some of its projects. It may look like it's losing ground on the latest chip development to their biggest competitor, which is AMD. But we can't, we must not forget that AMD is still like less than 10% of the market share right now. Okay, now so Intel is just a behemoth over here in terms of a company and dominating the industry. So I'm just going to go back into Intel because I've actually closed out a trade that I've taken on it earlier. Now, so what am I going to do this time? I'm going to go to only November, All right, I'm going to go to November because it's going to pack a little bit of volatility in it because of the elections upcoming. All right, so I'm going to take advantage of this and lock myself in. Let me do a quick calculation over here. I just want to do a calculation on the returns to see which strike is making a lot more sense over here for me. All right, now, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in today at with the November expiry, right? November expiry, $45 put option on my portfolio, right now. And Intel being Intel, I'll just go in with the normal size. So I'm going to go back in with 3 contracts over here on Intel. Okay, now, so I'm going to go with the 45, and I should be submitting my order at either 150 or 151, right? It's pretty tight spread. That means it's very liquid. Okay, it's very liquid. So it shouldn't have too much difficulty trying to get the order filled. Okay, so I'm going to go with the November 20th expiry. Okay, and the 45 put option over here. And let's place the order. 3 contracts. Okay, for 151. Oh man, some of you are jumping my gun. That's because Intel rebounded a little bit too. Right now, that's fine. I would accept 150 as well. Let me see if I can get it filled for 150. Some of you are jumping my gun. So you guys are queuing at 150 over here, and I'm running a live session, so I'm not going to negotiate too hard. So let's see if I can get it filled, so I can put it inside of the official portfolio for tonight. All right, so, oh man. Okay, my order is in at the moment for 149. Okay, 149, but it's still currently working at the moment. Okay, it's still currently working at the moment. So I don't have it filled yet, and I'm still waiting for the fill. Okay. All right, now, so give me a minute because I just noticed that my order for the VIX wasn't submitted. So I'm going to do it again. No wonder my 50 cents didn't go in earlier. Well, Intel is rebounding. As you can see, it went from like negative 5 cents to a positive 5 cents right now. So the premiums are dropping live right in front of you. Okay, so you can see what's happening at the moment. Yeah, all right. So premiums fluctuate together with the options pricing itself. Okay, so don't be in a hurry. Okay, don't be in a hurry to really try and chase those premiums. Okay, let me see if I can get something done. Okay. Right now, for those of you who are entering the trade or deciding to go ahead with the Intel trade, all right, what I'll suggest is you can work the orders. Oh my goodness, we missed it. Oh man, we missed it. Okay, I'm not going to chase this right now. Okay, I think that markets will come back off in a short while's time. So I'm just going to leave the order working on the platform. Okay, and I will make a post. I'll make a post later on tonight or tomorrow, okay, to actually announce that if the trades are done or not, okay, if the trades are done or not. So I've submitted my orders over here, but it's currently still working. As you can see, I did adjust it to 147. What the heck? Since this is going to be a live session, I'm just not going to haggle too much. I'm just going to get it done. All right. But I do suggest that all of you should actually negotiate, right? So you shouldn't rush because, you can actually watch the market for a while. Okay. So there is absolutely no requirements for you to, downsize your premiums. Okay, I was trying to negotiate and I lost some of the premiums. I could have got it done at 147. I didn't. Right, I could have got it done for Eric. Eric, no, not yet. I'm not in yet, Eric. Don't go yet. I'm still trying to get my order filled. Okay. All right, oh man. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Don't try this at home. All right, now everyone, don't try this at home, okay? All right, but I've actually gone down to the market premiums and I just took the trade over here. So let me just update all of you. All right, so you can see over here I have the Intel November 45 put option done. All right, I sold 3 contracts over here at 144. All right, so now it's official. I've done it over here, and it's done at 923. All right, I could have got it filled at 147 if I was willing to take the market price. I didn't. All right, so I just want to get this trade done on a live session, so all of you can verify that it was actually a live trade that was locked down. Okay. All right, now, so let's put it down on our portfolio again and update what we have. Okay, so on episode 11, right, it's trade number 12, but episode 11 over here. So we're gonna put back Intel, right? So you saw I have a trade earlier over here, which we sold it for 456 and we closed it for 380. All right, and now we're putting it back and we're doing the 20th of November expiry, right? The 45 strike put option, right? Today at 25th of September, and we're getting a 1.44, right? 1.44. Now, so how much is the ROI on this trade? All right, now the ROI on this trade is going to be $1.44 divided by the full amount of the share, which is $45 right now. So that's going to make me 3% returns. Okay, 3% return in a 2 months period. Now, November is a 2 months expiry because there's 56 days to option expiry. Okay, so that's a 2 months trade over here. So I could actually repeat this 6 times in a year. Right, so if I annualize the return, right, the annualized return happens to be 3% times 6, right? So that sits at 19%, right? So it's very close to our 20% target over here, right? 20% target over here. Now, so that brings me $432 in cash flow from Intel trade today for 3 option contracts. And my deposit requirements, or actually the margin requirements, is the full amount for the share, which is 3 option contracts at $45 a share. So that's 4,500 times 3. All right. So the total cost of this trade would be $13,500. $13,500. Now, so that brings my total portfolio exposure right now to 63,900. Right. Total portfolio exposure right now, based on all the stocks that I have open, right, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 trades over here, right, costing about 63,900. Okay, now, so we have added Intel over here, and I'm still working to close the VIX trade. So let's go back and quickly check out the VIX trade before we end the session. Oops. I think market recovered, so the VIX dropped back off right here. So you can see the premiums went back to 55.60. Right, I did adjust my order to close it at 55, and I'm not going to go any higher because it will defeat the purpose. So I will leave my order working. All right, and I'll just make a post to update if it actually gets filled somewhere along the weekend. Okay. Now, so that will bring me to the close for today's session over here, and I hope you enjoyed another one of these sessions, because there's always going to be learning points. One, either a stock that is still tradable at this current market environment, or two, like what we did just now, we were placing orders. All right, you get to see in a live environment, how do you negotiate for option premiums, right? What should some of the things that you should be looking out for, right, when you're picking out a trade, right? Should you go ahead with it, or should you back out and come back another day based on the option premiums that you see? Okay, and always have a backup idea as well. So if you want to trade, you can still do it as well. Yeah, right. Yes, Eric, in this portfolio building with Terence sessions, we are all going only on one simple strategy, which is selling naked puts. And the only reason we want to do this is because we are prepared to take full delivery on the stocks. Okay, so anytime in this portfolio over here, as long as the trade remains open, right, I am actually comfortable and willing to take delivery of the stock positions I'm selling. Okay, and of course, if I do end up taking stock delivery, I may actually end up holding the stock, or I may turn around and execute what we call covered call strategy. Okay, now, so this is a public based session, so we're keeping the approach very simple. And we do want to show that even though we set up a full amount based on the stock purchase, you could still generate close to about 20% per annum return, building a very simple portfolio. Right now, so Eric, you're part of our community, so you know certain strategies that we work with. So take the strikes, okay? Take the strikes that we discussed, all right? Tweak the strategies a little bit if you like to, all right? And carve out the returns that you are happy with, yeah, right? Because you are familiar with the strategy, you know what we do over here. So take the stock that we picked on today, all right? Think of what strategies you can come up with, all right? Think of the strikes that you're comfortable with, and then go ahead and design it, yeah. All right, now, but for our sessions over here, we'll go with a simple portfolio puts. All right, that's why we call it portfolio put options. So that's why you see that every single trade, we are putting up full cash positions over here, because we do have public people who are joining us. So we want to make sure that they're doing all this in a very, very safe environment. Yeah. All right, now, thank you very much for joining me once again on this Friday session. So we're going to bring this to a close. All right, I'm going to give all of you back your Fridays. And do have a lovely weekend ahead of all of you over here. And do join us. Okay, do join us on our stock nitpicking with IMP. All right, this weekend with Jeremy. I think we should be going on, because Jeremy has not said that he has anything on. All right, so we will design and we'll discuss which stock we're going to cover this week. All right, it is going to be a new stock because Jeremy completed the Momo stock in the last session. And I apologize if you were there, because I had to leave in the middle of the session to take my kid to see the GP. Yeah, right now. So once again, thank you very much. Do click on the share buttons if you find it useful. Let your friends find out about how they can sell options as well, and look for good stocks amidst the current environment. And before I sign off, do watch out. Don't jump with a loaded gun right now in the markets. You may think that they look like bargains because we have a severe sell-off, but it's not done. All right, it's not done. Okay, the sell-off is nowhere near done right now. Okay, now, so I will update it in my portfolio. I'll update, do some market updates in stocks nitpicking session over the weekend on why I do feel that the selling is not done and over with. So do join us if you want to find out what the market has in store. Okay, Jeremy is here. All right, yes, it's on. All right, awesome. Okay, so we'll be seeing all of you. So do join us. Do bring your friends along if they are interested in investing in the stock market. And I'll see all of you in the weekend live session over the weekend. All right. Now, have a lovely Friday, everyone. Bye-bye. I hope you enjoyed the session. All right. Welcome. Okay. Welcome, Ikai. Welcome, Shohan. All right. I hope I pronounced it right. Okay. Okay, I'm going to sign off right now. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.